And what is any country going to do when they have a civil war? Of course they're going to fight against it and try and preserve their own national integrity. You know, that's what the United States did under Lincoln. And well, that's what Russia did. You know, the Chechens, not so long ago, the Chechens fought wars trying to gain independence. And well, I guess they failed, but they failed because Russia brutally cracked down on them, brutally, you know, broke up the insurrection or whatever. So the Russians and Putin in 2014 or after 2014, they've been saying, oh, it's terrible, Ukraine is killing people in Donbass or something. They're using artillery. It's awful. Well, of course they're using artillery when they're being shot at with Russian artillery. What are they gonna do? Be get shot at with artillery and shoot back with pop guns or something? I mean, of course people are gonna be killed. It's exactly what Putin wanted. He wanted an excuse to go in there and stabilize Ukraine after they had troubles that he himself created.
Do you still have any hope that this war can end soon? Or?
Well, yeah, I have hope. I don't have great expectation, but I mean, we could wake up any morning and find out Putin was dead. That might not end the war, but it might, so we don't know. But I think Americans can't just stand by and let this happen. And partly because, you know, we have a special responsibility. If you go back when the Soviet Union broke up, and well, a couple of years after that, 1994, I guess, they signed those Budapest memorandums. And the United States and the UK and Ukraine and Russia signed these documents. And they didn't just send some low-level diplomat or something to sign them. It's like the leader, the president of each country went there in person to sign these papers. And, you know, what do they call them? Budapest Memorandums on Security Assurances. So, I mean, we were assuring Ukraine of their security. And part of the bargain, of course, actually the whole goal of it was to get Ukraine to give up their nuclear weapons. Because they had, like, I think it was like the third biggest nuclear arsenal in the world at that time. And they voluntarily gave that up. And that was the U.S. policy goal, was to get Ukraine to give up these weapons. And they did, based on our promises. And I will say our promises were a little wishy-washy, but I think Ukraine, they trusted us. In spite of whatever wishy-washy language we may have used, they trusted us that we were assuring their security. And of course, Russia at the same time promised that they would not invade Ukraine, not attack Ukraine. Russia's broken their promise, but, well, we can't break our promise now. So it's like here we are standing on the side of the road. Some people come by here, well, sometimes shouting obscenities when the kids are here, or older folks. But also some guy has come by and shouted, "Not our war," which, you know, at least that's got some idea to it. It's not an obscenity, but it is our war. We promised we were going to defend Ukraine. I think in principle, we got them to disarm from having nuclear weapons. And this probably would never have happened if they had that nuclear deterrent. But it was our goal, and we successfully got them to give up their nuclear weapons. So it's like we have some responsibility to at least make a good effort to defend Ukraine now when they need it.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Thank you.